2,000 years ago, the bold and industrious people of Eurasia explored and opened up the Silk Road. In the 21st century, it is a new era of peace, development, cooperation, and mutual benefit. With harmony and diversity, openness and inclusiveness, mutual learning and understanding, the Silk Road has been passed down from generation to generation. It is a historic heritage shared by all civilizations around the world. And this is the Belt and Road.
Capital is the driving force of development. For a long time, the global institutions founding for infrastructure were the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. But they could not meet all the needs of developing countries. In Asia, at least $800 billion are needed every year to be invested in infrastructure. From 2010 to 2020, Asia still needs $8 trillion to be funded in infrastructure. But the World Bank can only provide $60 billion in loans. Such a huge demand for funds is also beyond Asian Development Bank. So how can developing countries and emerging markets be funded? On November 8, 2014, China set up a $40 billion Silk Road Fund to help countries along the way develop their infrastructures, resources, and cooperate industries and financing. By the end of 2016, more than 100 projects were funded by the Silk Road Fund, totaling $4 billion, focused on Russia, Central Asia, Bangladesh, India, and Southeast Asia. In October 2013, Chinese President Xi Jinping proposed the Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank, also known as AIIB. After 800 days preparation, AIIB opened on January 16, 2016. With 57 funding members all over the world, AIIB has become the first multilateral initiative set up by China. In 2016, AIIB announced the formal approval of 30 new members of application. With 17 member countries, AIIB has become the world's second largest multilateral development institution after the World Bank. In 2016, AIIB approved $1.7 billion in loans, supporting 9 infrastructure projects in Pakistan, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Tajikistan, Myanmar, and Yemen. Most of these projects were jointly financed with the World Bank, ADB, European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. By the end of 2016, China Development Bank has supported more than 600 projects with $110 billion in loans. The Bank of China has supported 420 major projects overseas, providing $60 billion in loans, leveraging an investment of $400 billion. Thus, the Belt and Road financing network is formed. The large-scale infrastructure construction along the Belt and Road will create the large-scale circulation of currency. In this process, if the timely settlement cannot be done, it will lead to a rise in transaction costs, raising the risk in trade and investment. Expanding the use of RMB, trades can avoid the exchange rate risks arising from fluctuation in the value of the dollar and the potential risks of global monetary policy differentiation. So far, China has signed currency swap agreements with 22 countries along the Belt and Road, totaling 982 billion yuan. China established a cross-border RMB payment system to provide services for domestic and foreign financial institutions engaged in RMB business. In January, the Silk Road International Bank opened in Djibouti. In April, Africa's first RMB-bound Rainbow Debt issued in Johannesburg. From Panda bonds, dancing bonds to the establishment of offshore RMB centers, China's financial market is growing and will provide better protection for the Belt and Road. Capital in place, the blueprint will become reality step by step.